We continue now with an exclusive NBC Connecticut investigation. While visible signs of winter have gone, its effects are lingering in our water supply.
And you might be seeing it in your house. NBC Connecticut investigates. They learned thousands who use well water in our state may have a new issue to worry about: contamination from road salt. Here's Chief Investigative Reporter Len Bestoff.
Approximately 130 wells across the state have been contaminated by road salt, according to the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection. Over in Tolland, at least 3 homeowners are spending thousands of dollars to keep their water clean.
Bob DeRoy no longer uses water straight from the tap to make his morning coffee.
It's weird because I think as you live in the house and you drink the water, you kind of get accustomed to it.
That daily cup of joe eventually tipped him off to a problem.
When we made coffee and it was really tasting bad and the cream was curdling in the coffee, we were kind of like, something's up.
DeRoy's water comes from a private well. Test results showed the chloride level was more than twice the EPA's maximum contamination level of 250 milligrams per liter.
Over time, we've seen an uptick in sodium chloride detections in private wells. It creates very aggressive water, very corrosive water.
At that level, the water not only develops a salty taste, but can corrode pipes and release other potentially harmful metals, such as lead and copper, into the water.
The vast majority of cases where you're going to find chloride in someone's well, it has to do with road salt.
Michael Dietz runs the Institute of Water Resources at UConn. He says this issue goes well beyond Connecticut.
This is a worldwide problem. It's a really big problem in the United States because the amount of salt that we've been applying has been increasing dramatically over the past few decades.
Dietz says the only solution is to apply less salt. Over the winter, UConn tested a pilot program that showed encouraging results and saved the university $300,000.
Most importantly, perhaps, is how to properly calibrate equipment and apply salt at a rate that will melt the snow and ice that you need, but you don't over-apply.
UConn is working with the Connecticut Departments of Transportation and Public Health to get municipalities on board. Dietz says the real challenge will be reaching private contractors who account for about half of the road salt applied to our roads. The Eastern Highlands Health District recently took water samples from Bob DeRoy and 2 of his neighbors. Once the test results are in, the district will work with DEP to determine the next step.
I'm not mad. I am a little bit upset that it's gotten to this point.
DeRoy has been dealing with this issue for more than a year. He now uses a mini reverse osmosis system to purify water from the kitchen faucet and the fridge. He says getting a system for the whole house is just too expensive.
We get the white, chalky stains like in the shower upstairs.
He knows the chloride could corrode his pipes and appliances, but he says he doesn't really have a choice.
And to have people actually react to it and take it seriously, I think will make me feel a lot better.
Shallow wells and those that are downhill or near the road are the most susceptible to contamination. Michael Dietz at UConn says well owners who haven't had their water tested in a while should not wait any longer. For NBC Connecticut Investigates, I'm Len Bestoff.